Hello and welcome to Competition Community. And I am Saurabh. And in this series of FTR 3.0, today we are going to see the third video on the quantitative aptitude. Under this, the topics which we are going to discuss are time, speed, distance, train, boat and stream, time and work, pipe and cistern, and problems on age. So these 5 topics we are going to discuss in this video. So let's begin. So here is the first question. Let's try and solve it. A student reaches his school 15 minutes before time by going there from his house at a speed of 5 km per hour and reaches late by 9 minutes by going with a speed of 3 km per hour. Accordingly, distance between his house and school is. So this is our distance between his house and school. Now, the concept which we are going to use is, we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. And second thing, when distance is constant, then speed is inversely proportional to time, which means that the ratio of S1 is to S2 becomes reverse here, T2 is to T1, which is S1 by S2 is equal to T2 by T1. So we are going to use this concept. So see, the distance between his house, this is his house and this is his school. So the distance is constant. The distance which is there is constant. So we know that when distance is constant, speed is inversely proportional to time. Now, in the first case, he goes at a speed of 5 km per hour. And in the second case, he goes at a speed of 3 km per hour. So speed 1 ratio speed 2 is what? First speed is 5 km per hour. Ratio the second speed is 3 km per hour. So the T1 is to T2. The ratio, we know that speed and time are inversely proportional because distance is constant. So the time will become 3:5. 3:5. Now, it is mentioned that he reaches 15 minutes earlier before, and here he is 9 minutes late. So in this case, he was 15 minutes earlier. It means minus of 15 minutes earlier. And in this case, he is late. By how much time? He is late by 9 minutes. So plus of 9 minutes. So if we see this gap, it is total of 24 minutes gaps. Because here it is 15 minutes early and here he is 9 minutes late. So the total gap comes out to be 24 minutes. Now if you see the gap over here, it is 2 units. 2 units is equal to 24 minutes. So 1 unit will be 12 minutes. This means that this 5 units will be 60 minutes. Because you will multiply what? You will multiply by 12 because 1 unit is 12 minutes. So if we need distance is equal to speed into time. So either you can take this speed and this distance, S1 into S2, T1, or you can take S2 into T2, whichever is easy. I found that S2 is easy because my time over here is 60 minutes and the speed is 3 km per hour. So 3 km per hour multiplied by 60 minutes. However, we need to convert it into hours because this speed is in kilometer per hour. So this 60 minutes by 60 minutes, that is what is easier here, because if you take this 3, it will come out to be 36 minutes and the calculation will be a bit complicated than this. So the distance come out to be 3 kilometers. C option is correct. I hope it is clear. You can also always choose S1 into T1 as well, but I have taken S2 into T2 because here calculation with 60 minutes is easier, because 60 by 60 is 1 and the distance will come out to be 3 kilometers. I hope this first question is clear. Let's move on to the second question. So here is a question based on time and work. Let's try to solve it. A can complete a work in 6 days while B can complete the same work in 12 days. If they both work together, then the portion of the work done by A is. Now see, we know that work is equal to efficiency into time. So if the work is constant, then we can say that efficiency will be inversely proportional to time. So the time of A is to time of B. If the time of A is to time of B is 6 days and 12 days, it is 6 days is to 10 days, 12 days. So the efficiency of A is to efficiency of B. Working efficiency will be inversely proportional because work is equal to efficiency into time. When a work is constant, then efficiency will be inversely proportional to time. So this is 1:2. So this will become 2:1. So whose work we have been asked? Whose work we have been asked? If the work is done together, then the proportion of work done by A, see, work done by A will be proportional to its efficiency. So the work done by A will be 2 out of the whole work, which is 3. So the work done by A will be 2/3, right? 2/3. There are many ways to solve this question, but when both are doing work together, then the ratio of efficiency gives the ratio of work done. So work done by A is 2 units and whole work was 3 units. So 2 by 3 will be the work done by A. Let's move on to the next question. So here is the next question. Let's try and solve it. A can do a piece of work in 4 hours. B can do it in 3 hours. A and C together can do it in 2 hours. How long B alone can do it? Now see, we know that work is equal to efficiency into time. So first of all, we will take the time in the first column. So the time taken by A is A can do it in 4 hours. This is in hours, right? So A can do it in 4 hours. And then it is given that B and C together can do it in 3 hours. So B plus C in 3 hours. And next it is given A and C can do it in 2 hours. So I'll write here A plus C in 2 hours. Now the LCM of work is 12 units. So the efficiency is 12 divided by C. Work is equal to efficiency into time. So what is efficiency? Efficiency will be work divided by time. So what we have taken the work as LCM of time. This is LCM of time. This is work, right? So that our calculation becomes easy. So these 4, 3 and 2 LCM we have taken and we assume that the work is 12 units. However, it is not, but we are assuming it to be 12 units so that calculation is easy. So efficiency is work by time divided by 4, it is 3. This is the efficiency of A. Now B plus C, the efficiency of B plus C is 12 divided by 3, which is 4. This is efficiency of B plus C. And at last divided by 12 comes out to be C. This is the efficiency of A plus C. Now we need to find how long B will take. So time taken by B will be work divided by efficiency of B. So what we have? We have work. Work is 12 units. But do you have the efficiency of B? No. So we can find it from here. If A is equal to 3, you put 3 over here. So if I put 3 over here, I get C. This 3 will come here. C is equal to 3 units. If C is equal to 3 units, you can put C over here. Once you have put C over here in place of 3, so B comes out to be 1. If B comes out to be 1, now we have got the efficiency of B, we can put over here, which is, and time taken by B will be 12 hours. Very easy question based on time and work. So this is C and answer to this third question is going to be C. I hope it is clear to you. Let's move to the next question. So here is a problem on pipe and cistern. Let's try and solve it. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 18 hours and 6 hours respectively. If both the pipes are opened simultaneously, how much time it will take to fill the tank? See, again, instead of work, it will become volume in pipe and system. And here there can be a case where there is negative because someone who is emptying the tank will be having a negative efficiency. But here both are filling. So again, there are two pipes. Let's take the time to be time in hours. Pipe A and pipe B. Pipe A can fill in 18 hours and second pipe can fill in 6 hours. So 18 hours and 6 hours. LCM of time as volume, which is 18, and the efficiency will come out to be volume by time. See, because volume is efficiency into time, so efficiency will be volume by time. So 18 by 18, 1 is the volume of A. 18 by 6, 3 is the volume of B. So the time taken by AB together will be volume divided by A plus B, because both together are filling it now, not just A or not just B. How much time it will take simultaneously to fill the tank? So both A and B are working together. So here the efficiency will get added A plus B. We can always add the efficiency but not the time. So the volume is 18 divided by A plus B is going to be 4. So this is 9 by 2, or we can write as 4.5 hours. So option number A is correct for this and question number 4. I hope it is very clear. Let's move to the next question. So here is question number 5. Let's try and solve this question. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 6 hours and 4 hours. If they are open in alternate hours, if pipe A is open first, then how many hours it will take to fill the tank? Now see, we know that volume is equal to efficiency into time. So first we will put time over here in hours. It is given. So there are two tanks, two pipes A and B. A can fill the tank in 6 hours and B can fill it in 4 hours. So I'll put here 6, I'll put here 4, and the volume of this will be LCM of 6 and 4, which is 12. Now when I do the efficiency, right, and efficiency is what? Efficiency is volume divided by time. So volume divided by time, 12 divided by 6 is 2, 12 divided by 4 is 3, right? Now we have to fill total volume, which is 12. Now you can see that in 2 hours, in the first hour A is working and in the second hour B is working. So in 2 hours, 5 unit will be filled. Suppose this is a tank of 12 volumes. This is a tank of 12 volumes. In the first hour, the 2 efficiency will work because pipe A is working on first hour, and then alternatively A will work and B will work. A will work, then B will work. Alternatively, it is going to be happening. So see, in the first hour, A is going to work and 2 units will be filled. In the second hour, B is going to work and 3 units will be filled. So till here, 5 units is filled. Again, 2 and 3. So 2 and 3. So this 5 units is filled. So total, if we see, 10 units are filled. 10 units are filled in 4 hours. So this is 4 hours. And in the next 2, now the remaining is 2, because 10 units we have filled volume. 10 units we have filled volume, and now 2 units are filled. Now who is going to come and fill in the 5th hour? We know that in odd hours A is working, in even hours B is working. So now in the 5th hour A is going to come, and we know that A can fill 2 hours, 2 units, and also over here we can see 2 units are left. So to fill this, again we are going to take 1 more hour. So total we have taken how much? 4 hours plus 1. This is the time, okay? So the total time taken is, see, 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 comes out to be 12 units. And this was first hour A was working. This is second hour B was working. So 1 hour plus 1 hour. This is third hour A was working. This is fourth hour when B was working. So again 1 hour plus 1 hour. So there are 4 hours. Now in the 5th hour A is going to come and A will fill 2 units, and again will take 1 more hour. So 5 hours is what is required. Alternatively, A is working, then B is working, then A is working and B is working, right? So there is going to be 5 hours to fill this tank now. Here is the 6th question. Let's try and solve this 6th question. See, A is twice as good as a workman as B. If they can together complete a piece of work in 18 days, then A alone can do the job in how many days? See, we know that work is equal to efficiency into time. Now, we don't know the time initially, but we know the efficiency. We know the efficiency. How do we know the efficiency? We know that A is twice as good as a workman as B. It means that if in 1 hour B does 1 work, then A will work double the work. Now, the another condition which is given is both working together. Both working together, they can complete it in 18 days. So, if A plus B both work together, the work will complete in 18 days. This is in days, right? 18 days. And if both work together here, one day, if A works, he is working 2 units, and if B works, he is working 1 unit. So, both working together will be 3 units. And work is equal to efficiency into time. Efficiency into time. So, I'll multiply efficiency into time, and the work here is coming out to be, multiply this 18 and 3, it is coming out to be 54 units. 54 units. Now, we need to find if A works alone, how much time is going to take. Now, see, A is doing how much work per day? 2 work he is doing per day. And the work to be done is 54. So, 54 divided by 2 comes out to be 27 days. Is that clear? Time, what is time? Time is work divided by A, and work was 54 units, which was calculated from this data, 18 multiplied by 3, and divided by A is working now. So, divided by A's efficiency is 2, which will come out to be 27 days. So, A is the correct answer. So, that is how we calculate it easily, because efficiency was given. From here we calculated the work divided by A's efficiency. We got the A's time. Now here is the question on train, but this is actually time, speed, distance question only. Let's try to solve it. A train covers a distance of 10 kilometers in 12 minutes. If its speed decreases by 5 km per hour, then the time taken by it to cover the same distance will be. Now see, we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. Now the question here has been mentioned that same distance, and when it is the same distance, we know that distance is constant, so speed is inversely proportional to time. So the ratio of speed reverses here, which means that speed 1 upon speed 2 is equal to T2 upon T1. Now if we try to solve it, the data given is a train covers a distance of 10 kilometers in 12 minutes. If the speed is decreased by 5 km per hour, the time taken to cover the same distance will be. So we can solve this, that speed given for S1 condition, we have the speed. See, we have to cover a distance of 10 kilometers. This is the distance 10 kilometers. Can we calculate the speed? We know that speed is equal to distance upon time. Now the distance is 10 kilometer upon the time is 12 minutes. But we know that this is 12 minutes. Can we calculate it in kilometer per hour? Yes, definitely we can calculate. 1 minute is 1 by 60 hour. So I will multiply this by 60. So this 12 will get cancelled by 5. So this will come out to be 50 kilometer. But this is not per hour, minute. This is per hour. So 50 kilometer per hour is the speed. Now S1 is to S2. Speed 1 is to speed 2 will be, first speed is 50 kilometer per hour. And the second speed is 5 kilometer less. 5 kilometer less. So if I reduce this 5 kilometer per hour in this, it will come out to be 45 kilometer per hour. Now the T1 is to T2 ratio. See, if we try to find the ratio over here, it comes out to be 10 is to 9. And we know that when the distance is constant, the ratio becomes reverse, means here the ratio will be 9 is to 10 because the distance is constant. Now here in the first case, it was taking 12 minutes. Now what will be the time taken? So this first case 9 is equal to 12 minutes. Can we calculate the value of 10? Of course we can find. This 10 will be 12 by 9 multiplied by 10. 12 by 9 is 1 unit and multiplied by 10 because we have to find the value of 10 units. So if we try to solve it, this will be 4 by 3 and this comes out to be 40 divided by 3. 40 divided by 3 is 13 minutes and again we are getting 1 by 3. This 1 by 3 will be how much? It will be 20 seconds because 1 minute has 60 seconds. So we can replace this 1 by 3 by 1 by 3 into 60, which is equal to 20, and we will come here with 20 seconds. I hope it is clear to you. We found the first speed because distance and time was given. So speed 1 was 50. Then we reduced it by 5 kilometers because we are decreasing the speed. So the ratio of speed becomes 10 is to 9. So the ratio of time will be 9 is to 10. Now 9 is equal to 12 because it is given here in 12 minutes. Then this 10 will be equal to 13 minutes and 20 seconds. I hope it is clear. Now let's move on to the next question. The sum of three numbers is 136 and ratio between first and second be 2 is to 3 and second and third is 5 is to 3. Then what is the second number? See, A is to B. A is to B is how much? 2 is to 3. And B is to C is how much? It is 5 is to 3. Can we calculate the value of A is to B is to C? Definitely we can calculate it. We know this. Short trick. If you want A, you calculate like this, you will get 10. If you want B, you multiply it like this, you will get 15. And if you want C, you multiply it like this, you will get 9. So now we have the three ratios and we need to find the second number. So second number is 15, B is 15. Divided by 9 plus 15, 24. And 24 plus 10 is 34. Multiplied, the total value is 136. So this will cut 4 times and 4 into 15 is 60. So D option is correct. The second number is going to be D. See, I have taken this question from ratio proportion. In part 1 video, we have discussed few questions. So here I have added one more. Now, let's move on to the next question. So here is one more question based on ratio proportion. Let's try to solve it. See, amount of 2430 is divided among ABC such that if their shares are reduced by 5 rupees, 10 rupees, 15 rupees respectively, then the remainders shall be in the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. What was B's share? So see, there are 3 persons A, B and C and rupees 2430 was distributed among them. Now if we reduce A by how much? Rupees 5. And if we reduce B by how much? Rupees 10. And if we reduce C by how much? 15. So now the ratio becomes 3 is to 4 is to 5. That is what is mentioned. If you reduce A, B, C by this, then the ratio becomes 3 is to 4 is to 5. This is the condition given. However, if I am reducing A by 5, B by 10 and C by 15, then this total will be getting reduced by 30. Are you getting this? Because 15 plus 10 plus 5 is 30 rupees. Overall, this will get reduced by 30 rupees. So if earlier it was 2430, now after reducing 30, it will become how much? Only 2400 rupees. So this B, value of B is 4. Out of 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5, 12. Multiplied by 2400. If I cut this by 12, it will be 200. So this B is going to get 800 rupees. Now the B over here is rupees how much? 800. 800. So here it will be what? 810, because after reducing 10 it became 800. So before that it was how much? 810, and C option is correct, that B's share was how much? 810 rupees. I hope it is clear. So here is the question number 10. Let's try and solve this problem. It is said that two pipes can fill a tank in 20 and 24 minutes respectively, and a waste pipe can empty 3 gallons per minute. All the pipes working together can fill the tank in 15 minutes. Then find the capacity of the tank. Now see, here we know that volume is equal to efficiency into time. Now we are given the time. We are given the time in how much? We are given the time in minutes. So let's try to solve it. Minutes. One pipe A, one pipe B can fill it in 20 and 24 minutes. So I'll put here 20. And I'll put here 24. And when we open all the three pipes working together, they can fill in 15 minutes. Now we have to be very cautious that one pipe is empty pipe. So empty pipe has a negative work. So I'll put here A plus B minus C in 15 minutes. Now we'll take the LCM of these three. The volume can be written LCM of time, which is equal to the LCM of these three, and this will come out to be 120. So the efficiency here, working efficiency of the pipes is what? 20. When you divide 120 by 20, it will be 6. This is A's efficiency. 120 divided by 24 will be 5. This is B's efficiency. 120 divided by 5 is 8. So this is the efficiency of A plus B minus of C. Now we have been given that C is a waste pipe and it empties how much? 3 gallons per minute. That is the value. 3 gallons per minute is being emptied by C. So if we try to solve it, see, we know that A is equal to 6, B is equal to 5. If I put it over here, 8, A plus B will be 6 plus 5, which will be 11 minus C. So this C becomes 11 minus 8, which is equal to 3. So according to the question, we have here C is equal to 3, and according to the question, it is 3 gallons per minute. We don't know what is it. We have taken it as units, and this will be in unit per minute. So our unit per minute is 3 gallons per minute. Means 1 unit is equal to 1 gallon. 1 unit is equal to 1 gallon. So our volume was 120. So this 120 will be how much? 120 gallons. Because we need to find the capacity, which is volume, capacity of the tank is 120 gallon. I hope this question is very, very clear to you. Now let's move on to the 11th question for this video. Now here is another question. This is a very calculative question, but I will tell you the direct short trick for this question. Now see, A and B together can do a piece of work in T days. A alone can complete it in T plus 3 days and B alone can complete in T plus 12 days. What is the value of T? See, directly the value of T is a square root of, see, A and B together were doing in this much time. Now we have to just take this number, extra time taken by A, and this number, extra time taken by B from this T. So you have to do the square root of multiple of these two numbers, which will be square root of 36, and the value of T will be 6 days. 6 days, right? So none of these is the answer for this question, right? Value of T will be 6 days. If it is asked how much time it will take for A to complete, it will be T plus 3, which will be equal to 9 days. And for B, it will be T plus 12, which will be equal to 18 days. But it was asked that what is the value of T? Value of T will be 3 into 12, which is 6 days. And answer is none of these. I hope it is very clear. Let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. Let's try to solve it. This is based on time, speed, distance again. A thief steals a car at 2:30 p.m. and drives it at 60 km per hour. The theft is discovered at 3 p.m. and the owner sets off in another car at 75 km per hour. When will he catch the thief? Now see, we know that distance, speed is equal to distance upon time. So number one, first condition, the theft took place and at 2:30 p.m. and till 3 p.m. he is running. From 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. the thief is alone running. So if the thief is alone running, suppose this is the point where the theft took place, he started running over here. The distance covered will be how much? Distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. Now the speed is 60 km per hour multiplied by the time from here to here is half hour. It is not 1 hour, it is half an hour. 2:30 to 3:30 is half an hour and 60 km is in 1 hour. So the distance into time will be 30 hours, 30 kilometers. So this distance will be how much? 30 kilometers. Right. Now at this point of time the thief is running over here at 60 km per hour. And the owner sets in another car at 75 kilometers per hour. 75 kilometers per hour. Now we know that distance is constant. Now see the time taken from here, he will reach point D, and from here A will also reach point D. The time taken for him to reach from A to D, the owner, and from time taken for B to reach D is constant. And we know that when time is constant, speed is directly proportional to distance. What is this? Speed is directly proportional to distance. Now, if we know that S1 ratio S of A is to S of B is how much? Speed is 75 is to 60. So, if I cut this by 15, this will be 5 ratio 4. So, the distance covered by A is to distance covered by B. Both are equally proportional. So, the distance will be also same. The distance of A and B will be how much? It will be 5 ratio 4 only. However, we know that this 5 ratio is this much and 4 ratio is this much. The distance between them, difference between them is 30 kilometers. So, this 1 unit is what? 30 kilometers. Now, we need to find the time when he will catch the thief. We need to find the time when he will catch the thief. So, the time is going to be from 2:30 p.m. This was the case at 3 p.m. right? 3 p.m. he sets off and 3 p.m. he sets off. So, time is equal to distance upon speed. So, if we want to take the distance, either we take this distance upon thief speed or we take this whole distance upon the speed of the owner. Either you can take. So, if we take dA, we have to take dA by SA. If we take dB, then we have to take dB upon SP. So, let's take this one. If 1 unit is 30, then 5 unit will be how much? 150 kilometers. So, he has to cover 150 kilometers divided by the speed is 75. So, the time will be 2 hours. And 2 hours from 3 p.m. So, 2 hours from 3 p.m. is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. he will catch the thief. I hope it is clear to you. We are applying the ratio approach here to solve this question. Now, excluding stoppages, the speed of the bus is 54 km per hour and including stoppages, it is 45 km per hour. How many minutes will the bus stop per hour? The direct formula is waiting time in minutes per hour is 60 into 1 minus speed including stoppages upon speed excluding stoppages. So, the time that the train is stopping or the bus is stopping is, we have to take 60 into 1 minus excluding stoppage time is 45 divided by 54. So, if I cut by 9, it will be 5 by 6 and 60, and this is what? This is 1 minus 5 by 6. What is 1 minus 5 by 6? It is 1 by 6. So, 6 divided by 60, this will be 10 minutes. It will stop for 10 minutes per hour. B option is the correct answer. 12th question answer is B. Next question is very, very easy, but we should know the conversion ratio from meter per second to kilometer per hour, because here it is mentioned a car goes 20 meters in 1 second. Its speed in kilometer per hour. So, first of all, we know that speed is distance upon time. So, the speed will come out to be 20 meters in 1 second. 20 meters in 1 second. So, the speed is 20 meter per second. However, the question is asked in kilometer per hour. For that, we should know that 1 kilometer per hour is 5 by 18 meter per second and 1 meter per second is 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. So, what we will do is, 20 multiplied by 18 by 5 to convert it in kilometer per hour. 5 will cut this 20 4 times and this will be 72 kilometer per hour. I hope this is very clear. It is a very easy question. You just need to know this two formulas, right? Next, let's move into the question number 15. Here is the question number 15. In 1 hour, a boat goes 11 kilometers along the stream and 5 kilometers against the stream. What is the speed of boat in still water? So this is a question based on boat and stream. We should know these formula. That downstream speed, see, these all are speed, and speed is what? Speed is distance upon time, right? So it is given that in 1 hour, boat goes 11 kilometers along the stream. Along the stream means downstream speed. So downstream speed is 11 kilometer per hour. So distance upon time. So this is 11 kilometer per hour. And in 1 hour, it goes 5 kilometers against the stream. So upstream speed is 5 divided by 1, which is equal to 5 kilometer per hour. Now it is asked what is the speed of boat in still water. We know that speed of boat in still water x is equal to ds plus us divided by 2. So I'll put here x is equal to ds plus us, 11 plus 5 divided by 2, which is 16 by 2, 8 kilometer per hour. So the speed of boat in still water is 8 kilometers per hour. Very, very easy question based on speed, boat and stream. So here is the next question. Let's try and solve it. If a man goes 18 kilometer downstream in 4 hours and returns against the stream in 12 hours, the speed of the stream in kilometer per hour is. So we know all these formulas, right? So first of all, we know that speed is equal to distance upon time, and these all are speed only. So if a man is going 18 kilometer downstream in 4 hours, so it is talking about the downstream speed of boat. It is talking about the downstream speed of boat, and ds is equal to distance upon time, and the distance covered is 18 kilometers and the time taken was 4 hours. So the distance divided by this 18 divided by 4 is 4.5 kilometer per hour. Again, in the second case, it is returning. Now, if you are going in one direction and when you are returning back, it will be upstream against the stream. So it will be upstream speed, and now in upstream speed, it is returning for same kilometer, but the time taken is 12 hours. So distance upon time, 12 hours. This will cut by 6, 3 by 2, which is equal to 1.5 kilometers per hour. Now what do you need to find? You have to find the speed of the stream, and speed of the stream is y, and the speed of and y is found by ds by us divided by 2. So y can be found by 4.5 minus 1.5 divided by 2, which will come out to be 3 by 2, and it is 1.5 kilometers per hour. So B option is correct. I hope this is very clear to you, and it is a very, very easy question, again based on boat and stream. So here is the next question on boat and stream. A man can row 5 km per hour in still water. So what is given? It's given x. What is x? X is equal to 5 km per hour. Speed of the boat in still water. And the velocity of the current, which is speed of stream, y. Y is given as 1 km per hour. Now, it takes him 1 hour to go to a place, to row to a place and come back. See, if this is a place A, he is going to a place B. So, what we have to find is how far is the place. Now, see, he is going from here and he is coming back to here. So, in 1 hour, he is going there and coming back. So, the time from A to B plus the time from B to A is given as 1 hour. And what do we know about time? Time is distance upon speed. Time is distance upon speed. Now, let us assume the distance to be d. So, d divided by speed plus d divided by some speed is equal to 1 hour. Now, what is the speed from A to B? Let's assume the current is flowing in this direction. So, boat is going in this direction. So, this becomes the upstream case. And upstream case, the speed is x minus of y. So, x minus of y is 5 minus 1. The speed will be 4 km per hour. And when the boat is returning back, the x will come here and the boat is moving in this direction. So, x plus y. X plus Y is what? Downstream speed, and the speed will be downstream. X plus Y is going to be 6 kilometers per hour. So we can put here as 6, right? So let's try to solve this equation. We know that the LCM will be 12, and you will get here 3D plus 2D, which is equal to 5D by 12. 5D by 12 is equal to 1. This means that D is equal to 12 by 5, and 12 by 5 means 2.4 kilometers. So 2.4 kilometers is the correct answer for this question. I hope it is very clear, very simple language and very easy question given based on boat and stream. Let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. Let's try to solve it. Two trains 200 meter and 150 meter long are running on parallel tracks in the same direction at the speed of 40 km per hour and 45 km per hour respectively. Time taken for the faster train to cross the slower. Now see, here it is a question based on same direction and two objects. So we should know that when two objects are moving in same direction at speed S1 and S2, then the relative speeds comes out to be S1 minus S2, where speed 1 is greater than speed 2. So if we see the speed is 45 kilometers and 40 kilometers, we can calculate the speed to be 45 minus of 40, which is actually 5 kilometer per hour. Because the relative speed between these two will be this much only, and the relative speed will be 45 minus of 40, which is equal to 5 km per hour. Another thing we should know is speed is equal to distance upon time. So speed is 5 kilometers. So I'll put the speed as 5 kilometers. And the distance, how much is the distance? Now both the trains are having one length. So the distance will be, total distance is going to be 200 plus 150, which is 350 meters. So I'll write here 350 meters, and here is the time, right? Again, time we need to find in seconds. So let's assume that this time is in seconds. So this is meter per second. This speed is in meter per second. However, this 5 is in kilometer per hour. So we have to convert this meter per second into kilometer per hour. So I'll multiply here by 18 by 5. Okay, so now this 5 and will cut this 70 times, and this 5 will cut it 14 times. So the time is equal to 14 into 18, which will come out to be 252 seconds. 252 seconds. So D option is the correct answer for this question. So again, this question number 22 is solved based on the concept of relative speed, speed formula, and conversion of the unit from meter per second to kilometer per hour. Let's move to the next question. Here is the another question based on relative speed. Let's try to solve it. A 180 meter long train crosses 270 meter long train in opposite direction in 10.8 seconds. If the speed of the first train is 60 km per hour, what is the speed of the second train? So again, here it is mentioned that two objects are moving in opposite direction, and we know that when two objects are moving in opposite direction, then the speed comes out to be S1 plus S2, and we should know that speed is equal to distance upon time. So the object 1 has speed 60. Let the object 2 has speed S2, which is kilometer per hour. When it is in kilometer per hour, only then can you add it. So we know that 60 plus S2 is the speed, and we know that speed is equal to distance upon time. The distance is nothing but both the train have some length. This is having 180 meter and another is having 270. So the distance is going to be 180 plus 270, which will come out to be 450, right? So this is 450 meters, and the time is 10.8 seconds. 10.8 seconds. However, once again, there is a problem with the units. You can see this is in kilometer per hour and this is in meter per second. So we need to convert this meter per second into kilometer per hour, and you all know how to convert it. We have to multiply here 18 by 5. So 5 will cut this 90 times. 18 will cut this 0.6 times, and 6 will cut this 15 times, but this is 0.6, so this will cut it 150 times. So 60 plus speed 2 plus speed 2 is 150 kilometer per hour. So speed 2 will be 150 minus 60, which is 90 kilometers per hour. So B option is correct. And 23rd question number is solved again with these few simple concepts. I hope it is clear. Let's move to the next question. Now here are few questions based on ages. Let's try and solve it. The ages of Raghu and Nandan are in the ratio 6:5 respectively. After 8 years, the ratio will be 9:8. What is the difference in their age now? Now see, Raghu and Nandan are two people. And the ratio of their age is 6:5. 6:5. This is in plus 0 years because it is talking about present situation. And today they are having the ratio 6:5. See, this R tells you that they are talking about present tense. So now they are 6:5 age. Now after 9 years means there is an increase in 9 years. And the ratio of ages is 9:8. So I'll put here 9:8. This is after 9 years. Now, first of all, we should know that if any person is more than 2 years of you today, then after 10 years also, he will be 2 years greater than you. And before 10 years also, that person will be 2 years elder to you only. It means that the difference between the ages of two people in any two time frame is same. So here we will see the difference is 1. Here also the difference is 1. There is no problem at all. So we will see that 6 to 3, there is an increase of 3 unit. 5 to 8, there is an increase of 3 unit. However, here there is an increase of 9 years. So 1 unit becomes 3 years. And the difference here is 1 unit, and 1 unit will be 3 years. If you take here also, the difference will be 3 years only. So the age difference, what was the difference in their age? It is 1 unit, which will be equal to 3 years. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move on to the next question. Next question is here. Let's try to solve it. Question number 29. The ratio of present ages of A and B are 8:9. After 9 years, this ratio will be 19:21. C is 3 years younger to B. What is the present age of C? Let's try to solve this question. Again, it is in a similar pattern. There are two persons, A and B. And the ratio of their age is 8:9. So I'll put 8:9 here. And this is the present situation. This is what is telling you that this is about the present situation. So plus 0 years. I'll put here plus 0 years. Now we are going 9 years after. So plus 9 years means in future we are going. And in future the ratio is 19:21. So I'll put here 19:21. Now if you see, the difference in age is 2 over here. And the difference over here is 1 year. But we know that the difference should be same. So I'll multiply 2 here. Multiplying 2 years means multiply 2 here also. Multiply 2 here also. So this ratio becomes 16:18. Now if we see, this 16 is increasing by plus 3. And this 18 is also increasing here by plus 3. And there is an increase of 9 years over here. So 1 unit corresponds to 3 years. What is asked in the question? C is 3 years younger to B. C is 3 years younger to B. So we need to find the age of C. So for finding the age of C, we should first know the age of B. So let's try to find the age of B presently. So B over here is this person, and presently means 0 years, and our ratio corresponds to 18. If 1 unit is equal to 3, then this 18 units will correspond to multiplied by 3. It will become 54 years. It means C is 3 years younger to B. If B is 54 years, minus of 3 you will do. You will get 51 years. And presently, C is 51 years old because C is 3 years younger to B. So what we have done is we have found the age of B, which is in present scenario 18, and 1 unit is 3 years. So 18 units will be 54 years. From there we got the age of B, and minus of 3 years will give you 51, which is the age of C. So here is one last question based on ages. The age of father is 10 years ago was thrice the age of son, and 10 years hence it will be twice the age of son. The present ratio of the ages are. See, again here is the father and son. Now minus of 10 years means 10 years ago the ratio was thrice the age of son. The father was 3 times the age of son. So if son is 1, father will be 3 times. And when we go 10 years ahead, the father is to son ratio becomes 2:1. So plus 10 years, father is twice the age of son. So it is 2:1 ratio, but 10 years ago it is 3:1 ratio. Now let's try to solve it. We know that the difference here difference here is 2 and the difference here is 1. However, we should know that the difference should be same in both the case. So I have to multiply 2 here, and multiplying 2 here means multiplying 2 here and multiplying 2 here. So the ratio here becomes father is to son is 4:2. When plus 10 years means 10 years in future. Now if we see this 3 is increasing to 4 means increase of plus 1, and 1 plus 1 is 2. And over here, how many years are increasing? Can you tell me? See, this was 10 years ago and this is 10 years in future. So there is plus 20 years increase in the age. Now, see, we can know that 1 unit is 20 units. But what we need to find is the ratio of the present ages. Now, either you can go to the future and calculate their ages 10 years after, and you can subtract 10 years from that. Or you can go 10 years ago and calculate their ages there, and you can add 10 years over there. So let's try to solve from here. If 1 unit is 20, this 3 units will be 60 years. That means father is 60 years over here and the son is 20 years over here. This was 10 years ago. So if we come to plus 0 years, so from this 10 years to plus 0 years, you are increasing the age of 10 years for father also, for son also. So if father is 60 years over here, so father is to son will be 60 plus 10, which is 70 years, is to 20 plus 10, that is 30 years. So the ratio is going to be 7:3. And this is the answer, that the present ratio is 5:3. I hope it is clear to you. So in ages, if the ratio is given to you in any time scenarios, whether it is past or present or future, or even in this case which is in past and future, then you can easily calculate by ratio approach. I hope it is clear to you. So in this series of FTR 3.0 Quantitative Aptitude Part 3, we have covered the topics time, speed, distance, train, boat and stream, time and work, pipe and systems, problems on age. Not only have we practiced these questions, but we have also seen the concept behind them, and I hope that this will definitely give you a good boost in your CSAT preparation. Thank you so much and all the best. We'll meet in the next video, part 4 tomorrow with few new topics.
CGPSC की संपूर्ण तैयारी के लिए कंपटीशन कम्युनिटी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और डेली अपडेट्स के लिए बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना ना भूलें।